Despite all the things that you think you're doing, all the action you think you're taking, you're not entitled to anything.
You're not entitled to anything out here unless you already have it in your possession. Then you can make an argument on if you're entitled to it or not. But everything else, you are not entitled to nothing. You're not entitled to respect from anyone. You're not entitled to any of the shit that you want. You're not entitled to a great physical shape. You're not entitled to a great relationship, a great job, any of that shit. And you might think that the people, your peers around you that have these things, are not entitled to it, but they have these things, all right? They have it. Okay, so you just gotta have this. It is what it is. They're entitled to it, all right? You gotta work your ass off. And if you still don't have it and you're working harder than everyone else, you're doing something wrong, you know? You're just not, you didn't do it right. You didn't work hard enough. You didn't work as hard as you think you're working, right? A lot of people are working hard, but they're only working hard in their own mind, right? They're not really working hard. Are you really pushing and stretching? Okay. Are you really taking as much action as you could be taking? Right? A lot of people aren't doing what they think they're doing. It's just that simple. You are not entitled to shit out here. I was at work busting my ass, and I had wanted to leave 5 minutes early because I needed to get the hell out of there. And I was denied, right? And I said, "What the fuck? Look at this guy. I didn't work harder than this guy that whole time. Didn't you see me busting my ass?" And he's like, "Okay, okay, okay." But he didn't need to say okay. He could just say, "That's not the time that we leave. We leave as a crew, as a team. You're not entitled to leave early, even though you worked harder than everybody else. Even though you do all this extra shit, you're not entitled to be treated differently. All right? You're not entitled to nothing." It's a really solid point. It's a really interesting point here. You want great shit, great life, great circumstances, relationships. You need to earn it every step of the way, okay? You can do a bunch of extra shit, but you have to do it to completion, all right? Like me, as an example, waking up early, hitting the gym, I still need to show up at work on time, or I'm not going to get paid for that hour I missed, or say, or I'm still gonna get written up like anybody else, right? Like I can be incredibly good looking and amazing shape, but if I'm just an asshole, you know, and I don't have these traits that you know my girl or women like, then it's just all for naught. Like you're not entitled to be treated special or different. So the point of this video is to relate, is to communicate the very important fact that you need to do everything by the book. It's really by the book. It's to the letter. It's the devil's in the details. You do what you need to do, what you have to do. You need to do what's needed, and then only then you can feel entitled to a result, right? If you do everything, like if you like literally follow the recipe as it was laid out and written, to the letter, okay, to the amount of time between each ingredient. And then you get the actual result, right? You make the souffle. Only then are you entitled to a souffle. Okay. If you go and fuck up the ingredients and it comes out some other fucking thing, then that's what you're entitled to. You're entitled to shit.